Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol LXRX. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Pretty crazy day today, but it also now from the trading standpoint sets up an interesting setup going forward. And just to quickly go through the context here, obviously things gapped down and then the price just got absolutely beat down, but then the price started to make, and this is what creates the intriguing scenario going forward. The price simply went sideways and then actually showed a little bit of upward power right there. And I realize that may not seem like much, but this will mean a little bit more to those of you that have traded for a while, where I'm sure you've seen stocks that gap down and then literally spend the entire day just bleeding and bleeding and bleeding, the entire day long. But that wasn't the case here. Yeah, the first hour was just brutal, but after that, things leveled off and started to work their way back upwards. Now, does that mean that this is for sure the bottom? No, there's no such thing as a for sure, but it's at least worth consideration, and it's valid and logical to question this being some sort of bottom. But key level on that, the topic of the bottom being the bottom is just $1.50. So that's definitely the main level of support. Nothing fancy, nothing complicated here, other than just the fact of, well, if this is the bottom, well, then you want it to be the bottom. Or in other words, you don't want the price to be going any lower. But that brings up the question, okay, well, any lower than what? Well, any lower than $1.50, because as you see here, that has been the area that has done a great job so far of supporting the price. So there's clearly people that have been buying and want to buy down at $1.50. So that's why you want to continue to measure that, meaning if the price goes down there and then the price just flushes right down through it, well, apparently nobody wants to buy there anymore, or just way more people are wanting to sell there. And therefore, by definition, that's no longer the bottom, right? And that's why I love charts. When you look at them certain ways, they kind of insult your intelligence. So $1.50, definitely very important level in that regard. But like I said, the other interesting facet here is that the price made a nice move up and then pulled back here and, created a nice little pattern in terms of, it's not like it pulled back and went straight back to where it was, because the final 30 minutes got another little green candle. So if this move can get some sort of upwards momentum, let's talk about a couple areas of resistance. Initial level of resistance is going to be right here at, what is that? The $1.72 mark. And then after $1.72, things space out here a little bit, as the next key level is not until around $1.93. And then things space out that much more. And the next level, not until up here around $2.50. Now, I'm not saying that if $1.72 and $1.93 is broken, then it's for sure going up to $2.50. My point is, that's what makes this a very intriguing setup, is that there is some room for this thing to potentially get moving if it can, start to, crack through some of these areas of resistance. So I'm going to have an eye on it tomorrow, and we'll see how it all plays out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up, as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.